Hi, I'm Alex McCrickard, and this is an update for late summer in Virginia. In this month's report, we head down to Southwest Virginia to fish the gem that is Claytor Lake. Claytor Lake is home to the native New River strain walleye, and we meet up with Wes Billings, Conservation Police Sergeant, to chase these unique fish. We also will hear from John Copeland, DWR fisheries biologist, who's been working with this unique strain of walleye for over 20 years. Claytor Lake is a mainstem reservoir of the New River. With constant input of fresh water, this riverine reservoir extends for 21 miles from the dam to the Allisonia boat ramp at the top of the reservoir. We arrived at Claytor Lake during a steady afternoon rain. With high hopes, we puttered out of the Allisonia boat ramp at the upper end of the lake in search of the elusive walleye. Wes had us fishing low and slow, tight to the bottom with nightcrawler harness rigs. This method of fishing can be frustrating, but quite productive when the correct conditions align. The rain cleared out as the sun began to set. However, it wasn't until dusk that we found our target species by switching tactics and aggressively fishing jerkbaits in the last light of the day.
Oh, what a fish. Loosen the drag.
That's a big smallie.
I think
it's a big smallie.
it's a better fish. You got a net?
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, no, it's a walleye.
Sweet, man.
That's a nice one.
There you go.
Nice. There you go. Couple of walleye.
Claytor Lake walleye are a special catch, as they are part of a distinctly unique native strain endemic to the New River system. DWR fisheries biologist John Copeland has been working with this unique strain for many years.
So as early as the 1970s, some enzyme analysis showed that the walleye stocks in Claytor Lake had a unique stock represented. And historically, the lake was stocked with Midwest United States walleye strains.
Sure.
But here's this unique stock that
Yeah.
appears in that analysis.
Yeah.
And that was work that Brian Murphy at Virginia Tech did. So about 10 years, 15 years later, George Palmer got involved as a graduate student studying the genetics of this population.
Sure.
And uncovered a unique genetic strain of walleye that we're now calling the New River strain.
Yeah.
So since that time, the late 90s, we've emphasized managing that strain of walleye and maintaining the genetics as pure as we can get those towards that New River strain.
Awesome. And one of the traits of the native New River strain is their tendency to grow large, as Sergeant Billings demonstrates with this 30-inch fish from December of 2021. We started day 2 with the hopes of finding one of these larger specimens. It wasn't long before we hooked up with a walleye while trolling.
Small walleye, but it's a walleye.
There we go. Not too bad.
Hold up there, Mr. Walleye. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Little one, but a walleye nonetheless on the nightcrawler harness rig there.
It hit it like a 2x4.
The action stayed steady with smaller walleye as Wes's son Braden hooked up.
Got both flip out? Yeah, you can both. Better walleye. Hit it like, just took it straight, no picks, just took her right out of my hands.
Nice.
Nice walleye.
Pretty fish.
Color.
Finally, Braden hooked into a fish with some real size. We all wondered if this was the big walleye we were after all along.
It's a nice cat.
It turned out to be a solid channel catfish.
Hey, that's still a nice fish.
About that.
As the day got hotter, the walleye bite slowed, so we headed back to the Allisonia boat ramp. So Wes, it was great getting out here on Claytor Lake with you. We spent an evening and a morning on the water the past day and a half. You like fishing this fishery in the summer months for walleye. Obviously, we catch a variety of different species, but July, August, good times of the year.
Yeah, we're looking for water temperature upper 70s. Since yesterday, we've had some tough conditions, some rain. The water really got dirty.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we had some adverse conditions. That front came in and sort of the bite that was kind of, you had dialed in, kind of changed a little bit.
It did.
That's walleye fishing.
It did, yeah. It's funny to talk about walleye fishing and you never have enough tackle because they hit something different every day. So, you know, my tackle boxes are pretty lengthy as far as what we have in it, and you have to have that. And we saw that last night. We had a different bite right at dark that we kind of wasn't expecting, and today we kind of pushed through it. We didn't catch a lot of fish, but we caught some fish. So.
Yeah. Last night ended up getting a few fish on a jerkbait right there at the end of the day, fishing it aggressively.
Yeah, the jerkbait's just, I don't know many people that don't like to catch fish on a jerkbait. It's when they hit it as aggressively as they did last night, then we had two right there together, just back to back and right next to the boat. And that's fun times. It is. You just got to kind of experiment with colors, especially with the jerkbait, and to see what they want. It seems to be a little more low light in the springs when we do better on those.
Yep, casting up, casting it out into the holes up against the bank, and giving it an aggressive pop, pause, retrieve, pop, pause, retrieve. And kind of experimenting with that worked. And then you do a lot of trolling this time of the year.
We do, yeah. We're looking for that magic number, upper 70s water temperature. We talked about this yesterday. I really don't have a scientific answer why these fish are where they're at when we're catching them as hot as it is. But, you know, we look behind us on the boat ramp. We had a lot of small minnows there.
Sure.
And that may be the attraction up on this part where we're at today.
Yeah, because finding fish in that like 8 to 12 foot, you know, deep area, flats, and you like trolling the night crawler harness rigs.
Yeah, we started. I had a gentleman, just a local guy, about 30 years ago, showed me how to tie them. I'm using, I think this is a 5mm bead. It's not that expensive of a rig. We just get these octopus hooks at Walmart. I think they're a number 3 or a number 4.
Yeah.
And we use the quick change clevis here with the blades on.
Yep.
And then it's really, you can experiment with the blades. I've had guys fishing beside me, different blade colors and different bead colors, but all in all, chartreuse seems to be the best for walleye, and I think that's no secret that walleye really like bright, shiny colors. Typically what we like to do is start with the head and the top hook in order to make it streamlined, try to go right in the top there. And then what I like to do, I like to pull the crawler long and then pull the leader also. So we've got a very good streamlined
approach.
The leader length is different. I usually try to do 3 feet, but try to use a stiffer monofilament. It makes everything streamlined.
Yeah.
And then
you're running what, 15 pound on this?
Yeah, 15. And then we're running 10 or 15 pound braid. We use this little 1/4 ounce walking sinker. This stuff's frustrating.
Oh man, I thought that was a fish.
Talk about that, Alex.
Yeah, you know, this is a technique that I really hadn't utilized before, and you definitely want to be in contact with the bottom or near the bottom where the walleye are, but you want to be cognizant that you're not getting hung up on the shelves, the underlying boulders, the rocks, any sort of woody debris. So you're constantly hopping and skipping this harness rig up and over the structure, but trying to keep it close to the bottom. You end up getting snagged. It happens a lot, and it takes a little while to kind of figure out the feel to it. Something I had not done before, but great getting out and experimenting with it and finding a few fish that way.
A lot of the catfishermen use this as well. They'll do more of a red bead combination. For some reason, catfish like the red bead combination more, and we had a couple channel cats today, so it's not really species specific per se. As far as we had a mixed bag today with this. It was tough conditions, but I like this longer rod. This one is 7'6", medium light, and 10, 15 pound braid is what we use. You can just feel the bottom a lot. I mean, if you're not feeling the bottom, you're going to get home.
Yeah, so. That's it. And then trolling motor. You were going what speeds, and obviously can depend upon the flow, the water clarity, but you were going at about 1 mile an hour.
I was shooting for 1, I shoot for 1. I've got a GPS system on my boat, on both my walleye boats, to where I can maintain that speed. I think it's important. Yep. Sometimes it's as slow as you can go, and we'll actually float downstream with the wind to our back and try to do 0.6, 0.4.
Yep.
It's just really what the fish want.
Thanks for tuning into this report. We hope that you'll come out and explore this unique fishery here at Claytor Lake. Comment below, let us know what questions you have. We'll see you on the water.